about the word sellout?
Well, in reality, there's no such thing as sellout. Our battle is a spiritual battle. It's a warfare between good and evil. And within the black people, most black people today are in a fallen state. They don't know God. They don't have love. They come from screwed up families, so they're very angry. And in their state of anger, they're very judgmental because they have a big pride about them, and that's what the primary state is. So they'll blame somebody else for their problems rather than facing them themselves. And you can always tell a man or a woman who is in a fallen state, they blame everybody else for their failures. And most black people are doing that today.
I have to say, Jesse made some valid points. All that blaming everybody and anybody, any type of blaming to have excuses of why you can't do something is too much crying for me. I can never settle for a victim mentality.
Dr. Umar,
I
sellout.
would say that when you deal with the concept of the sellout, you have to deal with it within the context of post-traumatic slavery disease. I always say that the Negro is one of the greatest creations of the modern era because the Negro is the only organism that will work against its own best interests without being paid to do so. And when we deal with the politics of selling out, we have to recognize that selling out is extremely accepted in the Black community because the Black community has never created a code of conduct for its members. Every other culture, although they are not monolithic, they do not live in a utopia, but they do have a code of conduct. We have never created such a code in the modern era.
What is this code of conduct he speak of? As in black people standing together, carrying themselves a certain type of way to get respect from the other black people? What code of conduct do the white people have? What code of conduct do any other race have amongst their other peers who look like them? That sounds like some nonsense to me. It makes no sense.
And because we haven't created a code, a lot of people can ignore the accusation that they have sold out because every person has their own definition, which is based on their own personal commitment to the Black community. So for example, to Dr. Umar Johnson, if you date outside of your race, you're a sellout because protecting and maintaining the traditional Black family, in my opinion, is something that all of us should be in the business of doing. But for the next person, dating outside of your race may be accepted.